What's up guys, and welcome back to the lab. In our last video we took a look at the MasterLiquid ML240R RGB. If you didn't see that video, make sure you check it out. And during that video we did a bit of a demonstration of what you actually get with it and fit it into my own personal system to see what the kind of results would be. Now the results were pretty good, so the performance was very good on this cooler. It looks amazing, but I did comment on the video that there was a problem with the fans. The fans were very noisy. And in this video, we're going to take a look at what I meant when I said that. So this is the MasterLiquid 240R RGB. This is the one that we fit in my system on the last video. And when I mentioned that the fans were loud, I wasn't really joking. So once I'd installed the system into where I normally have it in the house, it was quite loud when the fans actually ramped up. So when the system temperature got quite high, the fans would ramp up to cool the processor down, and you could definitely hear it pretty much over the game that you were playing. Now the fans that this system use are these, and these are the MF120 ARGB fans from Cooler Master. Now the noise is actually appears to be coming from some kind of vibration when it's actually spinning up quite fast. So I never noticed these on my old 120 RGB system. Although I do believe it uses the same fans, except that these ones are just ARGB. Now the reason I bought this in the first place was because I had bought a MasterLiquid Lite in the past, which is this one, which I managed to pick up for about £20 second hand. Now the person selling this actually said that it was a noisy system, and when I tested it, the pump was fine, the radiator was fine, it was just the fans were a bit noisy, so I assumed that they were a bit worn out, probably out of balance, and planned to change them anyway. Now the fans that came with this system were these ones, and they are extremely loud as well. They're exactly the same design, except there's no ARGB or anything. Same speeds, same CFM, everything. And one thing I noticed is nothing actually changed. So what I'm going to do is going to do a bit of demonstration to show you what the noise is, how loud it is, and also what I've done to replace these. So to actually fix this problem, I've torn these fans out, decided not to use them. I'll probably use them on something else later on. And instead I've replaced them with these. So these are Arctic P12 PWM fans. They're pretty quiet. They've got the same specifications pretty much as the Cooler Master. But when I actually put these in the system, it was far more quieter. There was no noise at all from the system, even if you ramp them up. So we'll also put them on the test and we'll show you what kind of noise you'll get from them. So let's have a look at the fans. So first up, we'll take a look at the fans from the ML240 Lite system. So these are the non-RGB or ARGB fans. Still the same specifications, still with rubber pads in each corner. If I plug them in and add some power, and what this will do is this will actually get them up to full speed. In the air you can tell that it's just wind noise, there's not a lot coming from it. When you actually place them down or touch anything, you can start hearing a vibration through the actual desk. Now this would, if this was in your case, this would vibrate through all the metal chassis. If you actually add a little bit of pressure, because you'll be screwing these down, it actually increases the noise. And it doesn't matter which way they are, you still get a lot of vibration from it. Now considering these actually get mounted quite tightly to a radiator, it's not a very good sound at all. Now if we switch over to the new fans, which are the ARGB ones, exactly the same design, but brand new, they're actually a bit louder. So in the air again, not much noise comes from them apart from wind. When you put them down, particularly when you add a little bit of pressure, you can hear them vibrating through. I'm not sure what Cooler Master are doing here, but obviously this isn't good enough for a system, particularly if that system is supposed to be quite silent. So we ditched them, and instead we went with a more cheaper option from Arctic, the P12s. So just for reference, we'll plug them in, pretty much the same specs and speeds, and we'll show you what kind of noise you get from them. So in the air, they're much more silent, although there's a lot of air coming off of it. When we actually place it down, there's no vibration sound at all. even if we put pressure down, even if we mount them up, you get very little vibration off them. So I hope from that demonstration that you'll be able to see that these fans are actually quite noisy. And if you were going to go and buy one of these sets, to be sure that either you don't mind the noise at all in your system, maybe use headphones so you don't really care, or that you actually start pricing up some more fans to be able to put something a little bit more silent in. I think going forward I'm going to start using the Arctic stuff for a lot of things. I'm going to have a look at their F12 range instead of the P12 range. So the P12 range are perfect for radiators because they're static pressure, whereas their higher airflow are their F range, and I'm going to look to upgrade all of my fans in my system with the F range fans. They're not that expensive. These ones cost about £10 each in this colour, so they've got slightly transparent fins, but they've got a black surround, but they do them in white, black, fully white, so there's quite a variety there. I haven't seen any RGB versions of these yet, but I'm sure they actually do them, and I'll check on the website later. These fans in particular, I'm not really sure what to use with these going forward. I hope that this demonstration has helped others understand what they're actually purchasing and what they may need to do if they don't like the noise. I was considering fitting them in a system just as normal case fans, but again, with the vibration, if they do start to power up to a higher speed, it's not going to be so good. So let me know in the comments if you've had any experience with these fans in particular, or particularly the ARGB versions, because they're a lot more modern and newer. Let me know if you've seen a similar issue with them, if the noise is actually quite loud in your systems, or maybe there is something that we can do to actually quieten them down a little bit. Like this video if you liked it, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos going forward. We do have a video coming up where I'm going to be doing some modifications to the MasterLiquid light system. Having the new one and realising how good it looks, I want to have a look at how I can get this one to look a little bit better, because the pump and the radiator system do work beautifully, particularly on this model, even though I got it quite cheap. And it's a shame that it doesn't look very good. So stick around, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see that video coming up, and I'll see you again soon.